Hey y'all, what's going on? We are back in the building, and we are Q in the street, man. We got a guest in the building. We just heard his song. Neno Best is in the building. Neno, what's going on with you?
Live, man.
Man, first of all, while the song was on, I like when people.
Straight for the jugular.
Yep. I like when people make you a fan because they a fan of their own work.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? I don't really listen to my music though.
Right. Oh, so that's what it is. So you haven't heard this in a while?
No, I actually listen to. I hear it a lot because a lot of people play it, but I barely ride around listening to my own music.
That's interesting because I hate to hear myself do interviews.
Yeah,
so I never watch
you know,
back.
like I'll be in the studio, I'll be like, yo, cut this shit off. Like, with Al Green at, with
Not Al Green.
Yeah, that's my favorite artist. You know what I mean?
So you like to hear the vibe about the other stuff?
Yeah, like especially older music. Like,
okay.
What's your favorite Al Green song?
Love and Happiness.
Okay.
Episode.
Yeah.
So you got a little vocal up there you trying to give us?
Nah, I ain't focused. I be fake singing good though. But I'm like looped in the shower.
Oh,
in the shower, everything sound good in the shower. I be having to. Oh, let me write that down.
So Neno Best. Neno, where did the name Best come from?
Best is my last name.
Your real last name?
Yeah, my real last name. Neno came from like just being in the neighborhood, and I actually had a apartment building where I used to sell some stuff out of at one point. So it was just like Neno introduction, like he just stepped in the room and just take his own. So it was like Neno introduction.
I like the fact that you said you listen to old school because hearing you rap, you sound old school.
Yeah.
And that's not a negative thing. And what I mean by that is the new sound, I can't understand nothing that they're saying.
You know what? But you know, at the end of the day, music's gonna evolve the way it's gonna evolve anyway. Cause like for instance, back in the days, it wasn't as lyrical. It was like the hip hop. So you gotta accept change as it goes.
As it is.
Yeah.
Because that's one thing I like about rap songs. I like when it tells a story. That's why I rock with Meek so hard. Like Meek, J. Cole, you know what I'm saying? Like Nas, you know. I love them because when I listen to you, you're telling me a whole story. Like I can visualize what's going on. Like I hate when people just rap and say something that rhyme with the word before it. You know what I'm saying? Like it don't got nothing to do with nothing.
No,
It just
it do sound like that, especially with a lot of artists today. Like you'll be like, well, I don't know.
Yeah, how did we get here?
Yeah, like we was in one. The song was about girls. I don't know how you get to Big Draco. I don't know. I don't know that. I don't know how you get a gun and you talking about loving the lady.
They wildin'. I like the storyline. Like one of my favorite albums is sheesh. God dog. I'm gonna say it's my favorite album. I can't get it out.
That's that sushi.
That's how you feel.
Oh,
you know what? And I was trying to be your friend. Don't even worry about it. I unfriend you. What were you saying?
I'm trying to see what album you was talking about.
Forest Hill Drive.
J. Cole.
J. Cole. Yeah, that dog.
That was like
That's like one of my
second joint, right? That was his second album?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I was just making sure we was on the same page.
What were you saying, Q?
Neno, what makes your artistry skills different from today? Like from what you see today?
I just like to talk about my picture on like on my take on things that how I'm going through, what I'm going through. Like I did 5 years. I mean, I could talk about guns because that's what I locked up for, 256 of them. I mean, came home to change my whole life over in 1 year.
Okay. Where did you have 250?
It wasn't 250. It was, but I didn't. The whole thing was, long story short, my best friend brother made a transaction out of my studio that I own. So that got me locked in acting in concert. He made 2. Altogether, it rounded up to his sales all around, whatever he did. So I just took the time being
So you ain't Tekashi 6ix9ine?
I was getting ready to ask you.
No, actually, all 15, which is crazy, I had 19 codees. None of them told.
Dang.
And the crazy thing is like I didn't get $1 off or nothing. I didn't get no money off it. I just took the time.
And so we were talking about that during Hot Topics today. We were talking about him speaking and him, just being a singing songbird. What's your outtake on it?
That was crazy. I mean, especially coming from a situation now I was in like that 19 codees and nobody told it to want to bring down a whole organization. That is crazy. That's like the John Gotti and shit now, right?
Listen, now I gotta make a meme and be like, Takashi, we still ain't letting you out. I'm be like, Neno bitch still got a gun. He still got a gun. I don't know if that helps out or not.
249 left.
Right.
251.
Right.
My parole said no, I'm good, so I don't really care.
That's crazy. But like, how do you like? I was telling them that I can see both sides because it does kind of suck going to jail for something you didn't do.
Nah, I can't jack that either because I just did 5 years for something I didn't do. I didn't get $1, not a snicker, not a quarter. It's the loyalty. Sometimes my mother told me when I told her about the situation. She told me on the phone, "You either gonna be a boy or a man." I ain't answer. She said, "Well, pick one." I told her to be a man. She said, "Well, I'm gonna stand by you on that."
Oh. I was saying, can I call you back? Call you back real quick.
Do I get one more phone call?
Right.
Let me call my daddy. My mama, she over here tripping.
But if you never, I tell people, it's easy to judge when you ain't been through it.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I mean? You could say, oh, I would have told her, or I would have did this, but at the end of the day, when you're in that situation and you going through what you're going through, is a whole different vibe. Like, it's a big different vibe. Like, to be taken off the street in one day, I had to everything I wanted in life, and then to be pulled from that in one couple hours,
Right.
it make you change your whole train of thought.
So you said all this went on in your studio, so you were doing music prior to.
All
right, and so you came out and you were still swinging. So when you were in there, were you the person that had like your journal, like when
Nah, you know what? I didn't. I just wrote down. I just wrote down what I wanted to do, and I did everything in 1 year. I said I wanted to do a clothing line. I did the clothing line. I said I wanted to give back. I gave back to over 11 shelters in 10 different states.
That's
I mean,
cool.
and this is all in a year. I wanted to put up a billboard. First day out, put a billboard on the corner of my block. So now every time you drive by, you gotta see me.
Go back and home.
I'm gonna switch lanes to get off the thug life.
Yeah, it's just I worked hard. I did all mine in 1 year. You know what I mean? And I dropped two albums in 2 years. You know what I mean? And they both fire. I did my numbers. I get my check.
So you like old school people.
Yeah.
Besides Al Green, if you could collaborate with an old school artist, who would it be?
Otis Redding.
You don't hear that name a lot, right?
Yeah, Otis Redding. I like his vibe. I love his artistry. I love when his concepts of music. Even though Al Green is my favorite, but I think he was just on another wave at that time. But it's super dope.
So I hear all these R&B and soul for singers, like, but for you to be a rapper, who was the person what flow did you hear that made you want to?
You know what's crazy? I didn't like rapping at one point. Like coming out of high school, it's crazy, right? I played ball. That's what my job. I was nice in ball.
Football, basketball.
Yeah, so I had fun doing basketball. I mean,
you too big for that.
At the time, I wasn't. This jail. But yeah, at the time we had fun and stuff.
You fall out your seat.
But it was cool. And then I'm a person that if somebody tell me I can't do it, I'm gonna prove it wrong. And that's how it all started. I was in the barbershop, and actually my barber was like, "Man, stop playing with that shit. You can't rap." I came and did one song, and it's been pushed since then. Everybody been copying. Everybody been calling me.
So what was the first song?
I did Bedrock. I can make you better.
Come on, you remember some of it?
I don't know.
Oh, you're right.
How long ago was that?
That was about.
Cause Bedrock, I was in middle school.
Not even a little bit.
Yeah, not even a little bit. Just a song. I don't remember none of that. I try not to remember stuff like that back because I wasn't that nice. So I used to be like, like
I ain't gonna repeat that one.
Yeah, like when you go to the studio and I came home and played songs back then, I was like, I used to listen. I'm like,
With you being so successful in what you got going on, what advice do you have for a newcomer? Not necessarily want to follow in your shoes, but who wants to, be heavy in this industry?
I tell them stick to his dream. I mean, because there's a lot of people out here that try to take you away from it. Even situations like it's times I was like, yo, I ain't doing that, man. It's over. And then somehow, some way, God always pushes you back in the right direction. So I take that and keep pushing. You know what I mean? So if whatever you're doing, whatever it is that you like doing in life, if it's your goal, stay to it.
Okay. So you actually spoke on coming out swinging, you know, getting your billboard and all
Yeah.
that. So you set those goals. Any future goals or things?
I want to do like I'm starting to go back into like business world. Like I want to own chain of hookah bars, because I realize one thing I do know from being in that situation, if you don't got nothing in your name, you're
Fall
nobody.
back on. Because when you get out, it's gone.
You're nobody. So whenever you get money and when you invest in yourself, take time to purchase things so in your name, because when you go to that, that's what you're gonna need. You're gonna need that. You're gonna need some collateral. You're gonna need somebody for them to be like, well, he got this business, he got these businesses, he owned these things. I mean, when you're nobody like that,
And they're sending you straight in, right?
Straight in, head first. Yeah. You somebody selling crack or dope, whatever you doing, but you don't got that in your name right now. Back to that.
Yeah.
That's how that works.
Do you believe in ghostwriters and stuff like that?
Yeah. Sometimes I never used it, but at some point, like as an artist, you get so busy. Like you're really busy, like really, really busy. Like what if you doing 4 interviews in one day, 3 walkthroughs, studio time? You still got to get over here and make this premiere. So at the end of the day, if you hear something nice, purchase it.
Okay.
I mean, if it's gonna get you money and bring you to where you need to be, purchase it. It's the same thing as a car. Your other car didn't stop working. You just like that car better, so go get it.
So do you believe in? I know earlier you said everything that you sing or rap about is a life experience. But so do you ever catch yourself really going off the block and be like, I ain't really going to do that, but you know, I'm a rapper.
Yeah.
Of course. I did techno songs.
Okay.
I didn't techno songs. I did Jamaican songs. It's whatever I feel. It's not a beat that I can't do.
What you doing Jamaican? Have you ever been across seas?
I've been
doing music.
I just did Bali. I was just in Bali, East Asia. I mean,
Oh,
was you over there to hear rap on?
No, we actually did a shoot over there, but during that shoot, I was still a man. So, you know what I mean? You go to the Heaven's Gates and you see everybody pull up and smiling and all that.
Okay.
And taking pictures, so it's the man.
I feel it.
I got a good smile.
All right, y'all.
Get it out.
So what's next for you? When are you doing the next project?
I'm working on The Outcome. Like that's more business. Like my next cover will be in the suit, because now everything is more business. Like after it's all said and done, it's the outcome of what you did.
So I know you want to get into hookah lounges and restaurants, whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
When do you see you taking that step and saying, okay, this is the month that it's happening?
I'm trying to do that next year. I'm cutting back on shoes and sneakers and investing in more different things. You buying jewelry, you buying this and that, you buying cars and stuff, but at the end of the day, that shit go out the window. It's cool when you first come home and you're just not getting back, but now it's time to be a grown man. You know what I mean?
So your next single is called Brooklyn Anthem. Let's talk about it real quick.
BK.
Alright, I did the Brooklyn song first. Let's get that out the way. Before, there's no jabs and no shade. I just did it. You know what I mean? I had over 7,000 views in 4 hours. Who cares? I did 300 shares and posts. People reshared it. Who cares? I mean, but I'm from Brooklyn. I refused. At the time when I made it, I said, this is it. Like I'm home. You know what I mean? I came home. I did what I had to do. So that's why the intro was like, yo, Soup, I'm home. I'm here now.
So being from Brooklyn, what brought you to Atlanta?
Bro. But
That's 100.
All right.
That's 100. Yeah.
It's super dope here. You know what I mean? It's not. Don't quote me. I love my bro. So stick you. But it's easy.
Yeah.
Would you go back to New York?
Go back from
for a check.
Hold on, Neno. Come back from where?
I hate you.
Second time she done said that word today, and I want to know, when did she get back from New York?
New York.
She got this little accent
I'm
on
from
it.
there sometimes.
Sometimes. So you might catch yourself saying, "Yo, son, chill."
Yeah. One of my closest friends is from New York, so I just be like, New York. Or I be like, what you talking about?
What you talking about, son? What you talking about?
Yeah.
You wildin'.
That's the second time she done did it today, so I was like, when you
No,
get
the
back?
first time I met him, asked me how long I was saying word to mommy.
Word to mommy.
I did. And then I just dropped it. I was like, okay, it
What?
doesn't sound that cool coming out my mouth.
Oh, that's my thing. I tell everybody that. Like,
Oh, you thought she felt special, huh?
I did.
Oh no, you can use that.
No,
now we're gonna get your
took it
word.
away.
Now we're gonna get your word to mommy shirt.
Boom.
Hey, so yeah, what is going on with the clothing line? Do you still have it?
Yeah, I still got it. Actually, when what's the
You ain't bring us no gear.
Because what happened was your fault.
Okay. That's
the reason why we don't have no drinks in here. Oh, okay. All right. Let's
So how about we
I
a
ain't
link?
know about it.
How about we a link and then we'll have it for next week. We'll
All right,
do
cool.
something like that.
Yeah.
It'll be a day where we'll wear that.
Yeah, like cause let me.
No, don't tell the people.
I'm the people. I want
But
to
yo,
know.
nobody wants to know how Q operates. That's what he meant.
Oh, that's all. He don't want to know.
That's
Okay,
what it is.
let me.
Front
We're gonna
Street
talk-
Shorty.
We're gonna talk about this on another note.
I know, y'all know I wear 10 hats, y'all. I'm trying to make sure that we got guests in the building.
Right.
Uh-huh.
So I got a question for real, jumping back into the music. With you saying you're not listening to your music, what would you say was the hardest song? What took the most time and effort? What song really like pulled out all of your energy?
Ease the Pain. That was a song I took a sample from Ease the Pain, and I did like a series on IG actually, where it's me talking to the lady, but I'm telling her why men cheat. So it's like I actually spilled all the beans, like everything. I done told everything about the song. I mean about why men cheat, why we go back, why everything, and then at the end I apologize for it.
Did you use past experiences?
Of course.
you
said
told your truth.
Yeah. You go. I told the whole thing, but it took me a while to do it because I wanted to feel it. So it was like a verse, and then it was like I fell off, and then I got back on it. Like, nah, we need the whole truth. So, and I was going through something at the time. Actually, I got caught doing some shit I wasn't supposed to be doing.
Ain't it funny how they like to talk after it's done?
Oh yeah, not me because I'm out of that situation. So
It was like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm out of that situation. So now.
But let me tell you why.
Yeah. Yeah, I was trying to tell you then, but you didn't want to hear it at that time.
Oh, so it's her fault.
That's how they do.
You gotta start.
You walking heavy, Neno. These comments about to be lit. You walking heavy. You doing good so far.
Right.
All right. So before I throw my boy out into the sharks, because I feel the girls about to come for him already. So we can ready to get into the best Brooklyn anthem. But let everybody know where they can find your music at, your apparel at, what's coming up next, your social media. Drop all that before we play the song.
It's Neno Best, NENO_BEST. Again, NENO_BEST. You can find the music on all platforms. Every platform that you get music from is there. Neno Best. Just search me. Clothing line, Salute the Gods, clothing.com. We got all you need, from shirts to sweaters to sweatsuits, and I'm here now.
So Q in the streets, we're gonna have on some apparel next week. I just gotta go
Salute
pick
the
it up.
God.
Yeah.
I just gotta go.
Just like that.
Just like that.
So Brooklyn anthem is loading. So give it about 10 seconds. All right, we can cut.
But yeah, because this is what happens when he see.